too.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. In accordance with the statute and bylaws, I, as superintendent, will preside as the secretary during the organizational portion of this meeting. Welcome to all of you that are here today. With that, it is my honor and privilege to call this November 17, 2020 organizational meeting to order. Would you please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I would like to introduce our school board members. Ms. Jamie Haynes, District 1. Mrs. Linda Cuthbert, District 3. Mr. Carl Persis, District 4. Mr. Ruben Colon, District 5. Mr. Ted Doran, our school board attorney, and Ms. Erin Lieben, our agency clerk. We would like to welcome you and thank the Honorable Judge Upchurch for joining us today to swear in our newly elected board members, Ms. Anita Burnett, along with our re-elected board member, Mr. Carl Persis. Judge Upchurch, will you please make your way to the podium, please? Yes, ma'am.
Smicey. Smicey.
Thank you, Judge Upchurch. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again, Ms. Burnett and Mr. Persis. The next order of business is our election of officers. I will now entertain nominations for the position of board chair. Are there any nominations?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Linda Cuthbert as chair.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any other nominations? At that, I'm closing nominations for board chair. All in favor of Ms. Linda Cuthbert as board chair, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I didn't hear Linda say anything. Did you?
Oh, I heard her, Mr.
Oh,
Persis.
okay. All right, good.
Congratulations, Ms. Linda Cuthbert, our new board chair. I will now entertain nominations for vice chair. Are there any nominations?
Madam Chair, Secretary, I nominate Jamie Haynes as Vice Chair.
Thank
I
you.
second.
Is there a second? Thank
Second,
you.
yes.
Are there any other nominations? At that, I'm closing nominations for vice chair. All in favor of Ms. Jamie Haynes as vice chair signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Ms. Jamie Haynes, our new vice chair. The staff and I, we thoroughly look forward to working with the chair and our vice chair, along with our board members. We know that we have many, many opportunities for growth and continued excellence in Volusia County, and working with you will be an honor once again with this board. Thank you. And at this time, I will turn the meeting over to our newly elected board chair, Ms. Linda Cuthbert.
Thank you. Do you want me to come up?
Yes, can you please?
Am I good?
Yes, thank you. And Kelly?
Oh, thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful that we have so many family members here and the audience online all joining us. And it's such a beautiful day outside. What a wonderful time to celebrate not only the oncoming holiday from next week, but also we should be very grateful that we have such a wonderful new board members, semi-new and very, very new. We welcome you very much to our team. Thank you. We all know we are stronger together. I had this is 4.01, approval of the 2021 school board meeting dates. I had Aaron Lieben, our school board assistant extraordinary, print the meeting dates for you. I would like to add one, if at all possible, that was suggested by Mr. Aiken, our facilities department and operations. It would be on March the 30th. I propose maybe a 5:30, or it could be open to a different time. It is to help us with the consent agenda. We will just be coming back from spring break, and Mr. Aiken said because of the time period between March 8th and April 12th, that's a good 5-6 weeks of not being able to approve jobs, contracts, approvals for motions of any kind from all of our different departments, technology and transportation. So is that okay with everyone to add the 30th of March?
Yes.
Good with me.
Okay, we can do that?
Yes.
Thank you. Is that all right with everyone? Any denials? Okay. Would you take a moment to look at all the meeting dates? If there are any alternatives, any changes? Is everyone able? And as we come up on these dates, a lot of times we can adjust a time, because, for example, we really don't know how many charter schools we would have for the April 12th meeting, or for maybe the 26th. And our work sessions are a lot of times, Ms. Burnett, our work sessions are to discuss in depth and in great detail items coming before the board that afternoon or evening for approval. Sometimes we need them, sometimes we don't. As we get closer to April, a lot of those meetings have to do with approving the budget that we have to approve by the end of September. And then we become Ms. Muller's pawn. So just want to warn you about that. So any other?
Ms.
Okay.
Cuthbert, I do have conflicts on 2 days, being new, and I, on the 10 o'clock work sessions on February 9th and March 9th.
Okay, so you're talking about February the 9th, you said?
Yes, and March 9th. Just for the workshop sessions.
Okay. Would you be able to join us via Teams?
I'm sorry.
If you cannot come here personally, would you be able to join us virtually that morning?
No, not those 2 days.
Okay. Is there a motion from anyone or a suggestion how we can alter that?
How's the 10th look? Would it be a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday?
Madam,
For February, I could do the 10th, but for March, I could not.
So how
Or
about,
could we switch on February 23rd if we move the workshop to that date?
Mm-hmm. We could, instead of just coming in for,
Yeah,
Would that work?
it works for me.
is that all right with everyone?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
So on Tuesday, February 23rd, 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock workshop or work session instead of on the 9th of February.
So would we just flip the afternoon times then too? So basically, what would happen on February 9th, move it to February 23rd and move February 23rd to February 9th?
We can do that.
I mean, then we stay consistent with our time.
Yes, we can do that as well.
If we could
March.
just flip those.
Okay, is that all right with everyone? Okay, and as
I'm
the
not
time
sure I'm-
approaches, yes, sir.
Madam Chair, if we're going to keep the school board meeting time at 5:30, is that what you're saying on February 23rd?
No, flip the schedule for the 9th to the 23rd and flip the 23rd to the 9th.
Got it.
Now, remember, we've added a meeting on the 30th for the
Right.
consent agenda. We can also add a workshop on the 30th if you so choose.
And flip those too.
Uh-huh,
Will that work?
Yes, thank you.
okay. You can do that one. Instead, because otherwise, the 8th, that's an awful lot to do on the 8th because we know there is a lot of board discussion in March at that time because we're also thinking about the new school year, what's going on during the summer. So let's, instead of doing the workshop on the 9th, we can do that 10 to 1 workshop on the 30th. Mr. Aiken, is that all right with you? Okay, we will do that then.
Thank you.
You are most welcome.
And then, Madam Chair, on the 9th, we would have what, just a school board
The
meeting?
5:30.
Yes, no work session, just a school board meeting.
And that would be at 5:30, or?
We have it set for 3:30.
Well, but if we're flipping,
But
If you want to switch to 5:30, that's fine.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, but you just got to, whatever it is.
Well, Ms. Burnett, what time are you available?
That's fine.
Are you able
Yes.
to do 3:30 or 5:30?
I can do 3:30 or 5:30. I just couldn't be here
Yeah.
during the day.
The only
Whichever
reason
is-
I didn't suggest it is that I don't want to confuse the public.
Right.
Because usually the first board meeting of every month is at 3:30 and the second is at 5:30. And if we remain consistent, that might be helpful.
I'm good either way,
So,
as long as she's good.
Yeah.
So we'll do it at 3:30?
3:30.
3:30, yes. And then the April 30th workshop from 10 to 1, or we can even make it later in the day since our meeting will be at 5:30.
Yeah, I suggest if we're going to do it later, that we don't have so much idle time. I mean,
In between?
Make it from 1 to 4,
Uh-huh.
and then have the meeting at 5:30 or.
Okay, what time would you like to start on March the 30th then?
Well, not earlier than 1, I mean.
Okay, so 1 o'clock,
Yeah,
Sounds good.
1 to 4?
sure.
Okay. 1 to 4 workshop on March the 30th, and then our consent agenda meeting at 5:30. Any other suggestions?
Madam Chair, I noticed that not listed on here is the master board training. I don't know whether it needs to be, but I think we should have it on our calendars.
We can certainly put on the calendar. I know it's in January. It's been scheduled for January. We have to double check the date.
thought it was
believe
March.
it's-
We thought it was March.
I thought it was started on March
You
1st.
said March 1st.
Oh, it was March 1st?
March
Yes.
1st, yeah.
That's
what
right,
that-
it couldn't be January.
Yeah, because he doesn't come back till February 1st.
That's right, Mr. Persis. I wanted to push
Unless
the
you
time-
know something the
I
rest of
wanted
us
to
don't.
Move up the timeline.
Yeah, right, I hear you, I hear you.
Okay, is it all right if we still have to coordinate with the Florida School Board Association, who will conduct our school board sessions with that one, so we don't know the time for that, but we do know March 1st.
That's my
Okay.
understanding,
All right.
yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're doing master boards with Florida School Board Association on March the 1st. Everything else all right? Ms. Lieben, do you have everything, is everything clear? Okay, good. Would you be able then, ma'am, to print a new one for us and then email it to us and to all the heads in the department? Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to 4.02, approval of the facsimile signature. Oh, okay, I apologize, thank you. All right, we need a motion to approve the meeting dates. Is there a motion?
I motion to approve.
Oh, Ms. Burnett, congratulations on
Your
your
first motion, all right. I don't know, it hasn't passed yet, so I don't know, you may.
Is there a second, Mr. Persis?
I'll second it.
Okay. Thank you. Any further discussion? There's been a first, and the first motion has been made by Ms. Burnett, historical mark. A second by Mr. Persis in his first historical mark of his second term. All in agreement, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any against, please say nay. Thank you very much. It has been so moved
Yay.
and approved. All right, 4.02, approval of the facsimile signature. This, is that mine? Okay. Do you know what I do?
So, it's on there.
I have to sign something?
Aaron?
All right. Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the use of the facsimile signature of the chairwoman of the school board on checks and teacher contract pursuant to 116.34 Florida statutes.
And I second that.
Aha. Thank you for rescuing us. Definitely a team effort here. There's a motion been made to accept my facsimile signature in order to make everything I sign legal. It's been a motion first by Mr. Colon, seconded by Ms. Haynes. Was that Ms. Haynes who did that? Okay, thank you. Any other further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? The motion is passed. Thank you. 4.03, approval of the Florida School Board Association's legislative liaison and alternate. I think, Ms. Haynes, you have been our liaison,
No,
and
it
I've been
was-
your alternate, or?
And so
would you have-
they changed the liaison to a different role, which we voted on just recently. So there is
Advocate.
no longer I don't think they call it legislative liaison anymore.
I think it's called advocate now.
Yes. And we-
Advocate for legislation.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a volunteer that would be willing to be our advocate for the
So-
Florida School Board Association?
I don't mind continuing.
Okay, then, is there a motion? Is
So moved that Mr. Cologne continue in the new title of advocate with the Florida School Board Association.
Great, I
there a
second it.
second?
Yes.
Okay. It has been moved by Ms. Haynes and seconded by Mr. Persis that we accept Mr. Cologne's volunteerism to be our advocate for the Florida School Board Association. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Thank you, it's
And we
been
need an
passed. Motion is
alternate, too.
passed. I'm
We
sorry?
need an alternate, too.
Yes, sir. Is there a motion for, can we have a volunteer to be his alternate?
I nominate Anita Burnett to serve as the alternate for FSBA Legislative Liaison.
To be.
I'll second that.
Would you, and now that we have a motion by Mr. Cologne and a second by Mr. Persis, this is where you chime in. This is where we ask for, is there further discussion? Would you be
Yes.
willing to serve?
I would like to know more about the role.
Well, I did it when Mrs. Wright was our advocate, our liaison. When we went to executive board meetings, when we went to Florida School Board Association meetings, I sat with her and I listened in on all the discussions, the goings-on with all the school board members across the state. It's an extremely it's a really good opportunity to learn how our school boards work.
Okay.
Because here, we cannot really talk to each other when we discuss issues that we have to vote on. And we can talk to other board members across the state and other counties. So it's a wonderful way to see the workings of public education in this state.
Okay.
And it truly will amaze you. You will learn so much just by sitting and watching and listening and hearing. So, and he's a good person you can follow.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't have to do anything except be his shadow, and then next year, or in 2 years, it'll turn around and you can be it.
Okay.
And Ms. Burnett, you know, due to the social distancing, all that good stuff, they're mostly phone calls.
Okay.
And so, you know, they're
Virtual.
typically something you can listen in on while possibly doing something else.
Okay.
Especially this coming year, so I don't anticipate any changes in that.
All right.
Okay,
I'll
so
accept it.
we've had a motion, it's been seconded, we've had an acceptance from Ms. Burnett. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? I'm just giving you another chance to say nay. All right, okay, all right. We believe in a
Thank you.
democracy. Okay, you're most welcome. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then I'm just doing it a second time. No nays. All right, thank you so much for your volunteerism. Then we would, any other business to come before us? Oh, Mr. Ted Doran, you have some more business for us.
Yes.
Mr. Doran.
Well, there's a long story behind this, which I won't bore everybody with, but every board member who has come here since I've been the school board attorney has been presented with their own personalized notebook, which gets left behind so that the clerk can put documents in it, and it will be presented at your seat each time you arrive. When you decide to retire from the school board 20 years from now, you're free to take it with you. And, but let me come and present it to you because it will make you official. There you go. Your own personal.
Thank you, Mr. Doran. Dr. Balgobin.
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you for this opportunity. I would like to say thank you to all of you for a new term as we look forward to a new term. And we just have a small little token of appreciation from staff and I for you. So can you pass them along, please? And this is for you, Mr. Cologne.
For me.
Just a little something.
Oh, thank you.
And we have all decided no more 2:30 meetings in the morning.
Who's we?
Oh, I will. Yeah, I've got it right here. Okay, thank you very much. This is wonderful. How very, very nice. Flowers in the fall always indicate rejuvenation, so thank you. I would now like, with nothing else coming before the board, I would like to adjourn this school board meeting so we can re-adjourn in our Leasing Corporation meeting. Okay, thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now we go to our Leasing Corporation meeting. Let's call to order. At this time, I would like to call to the Volusia County, call to order the Volusia County School Board Leasing Corporation. Our first order of business is to elect the president of the Volusia County School Board Leasing Corporation. Is there a motion?
Yes, go ahead.
I make the motion that Mrs. Cuthbert, you be the president of our Volusia County School Board Leasing Corporation.
I second that.
Any other nominations, please? Okay, I will accept. Thank you very much. It's been recommended, motion by Ms. Jamie Haynes, seconded by Mr. Persis, that Linda Cuthbert be the president of the Volusia County School Board Leasing Corporation. Everyone, is there any other discussion? Okay. Seeing there's no more discussion, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays, please say no. Okay, thank you. The motion is carried. Our next order of business is to elect the vice president of the Volusia County School Board Leasing Corporation. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I move that we have Jamie Haynes as the vice president of the Volusia County School Board Leasing Corporation.
Second.
Okay. It has been recommended, first motion by Mr. Carl Persis, that we elect Jamie Haynes as the Vice President of the Volusia County School Board Leasing Corporation. It was seconded by Mr. Colon. Is there any other motion or nominations? Thank you. Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those who say no, say nay. Okay, the motion carried. Thank you. Our next item is the election of the Secretary Treasurer of the Volusia County School Board Corporation. Do I have a motion?
I make the motion that Dr. Carmen Balgobin be our Secretary Treasurer to the Volusia County School Board Leasing Corporation.
Is there a second?
Second.
It has been recommended. First motion has been made by Mrs. Jamie Haynes, seconded by Mr. Carl Persis, that Dr. Balgobin become our Treasurer Secretary of our Volusia County School Board Leasing Corporation. Is there any other discussion or nominations? Seeing none, let's vote. Those who are in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those who are against, please say nay. Okay, the motion carried unanimously. Thank you very much. Anything else to come before the board? I now adjourn our leasing corporation. Thank you all very much for attending today.